one of the things I never really understood growing up was why Judaism makes such a big deal of idolatry. You know, it's one of the 3 cardinal sins in Judaism that you must resist even at the cost of your own life. But I think as I was reading more about ideas about idolatry for this book, I began to think about it more broadly as the worship of anything that is human-made, right? So I'm not saying that to support the state of Israel is idolatry. But I don't think the relationship that the organized American Jewish community has towards the state of Israel is best described as a relationship of support. I think it's better described as a relationship of worship, because support means that there is some external standard by which you say, I support this until this point, right? And at this point, I withdraw my support, right? And there is no such point with the organized American Jewish community. There is no point at which groups like AIPAC or the Anti-Defamation League or the politicians who tend to take their position ever say enough. And I've been watching this with mounting horror for years and years and years. Before Trump's statement, if you had publicly said that most of Israel's mainstream politicians would support an act of mass ethnic cleansing, you would have been called an anti-Semite. You would have been accused of slandering Israel to the point of anti-Semitism. Now it's happened, and I have been following obsessively and painfully not just the debate in Israel, but a debate not in the American Jewish right, but throughout the American Jewish mainstream. And what do you hear? Phrases like creative, out of the box, new paradigm. Well, nothing else worked. You know, this is the response, right? And so this is what it means to treat something as an idol. It is a god because there is nothing higher than it. Internal national law is not higher than it. And most importantly, the lives of the human beings are not more important than it. Abraham Joshua Heschel said, the only thing created in the image of God is the human being. So it is the reference point for a state. A state has instrumental value. It is valuable to the degree that it protects human life and allows human beings to flourish. If it violates that principle, the state must be reconsidered, right? But in our communal discourse, it's the reverse, right? Israel has an unconditional right to exist as a Jewish state. The children of Gaza have no such right to exist.